Nine. I feel like nine. Um, that's too little. By the law, yes, Melissa. Uh, it's okay. I'm bad. You gotta learn. You're so bad at this. Yes, I am. It takes, you gotta learn. It's- Stacy, nine? You didn't used to leave you at home at nine? I think nine is too small. Mm, why I'm bad, Melissa? Why I'm bad? We all gotta learn. We're never too old to learn. So let me know why I'm bad. How I'm bad. Maybe it's my first time. Maybe it's my first time trying something. Sometimes it's someone's first time trying something. I think the first thing you come up in the live, you say, "Oh, I'm bad at this." How I'm bad at this? Melissa, Melissa, I'm hanging outside. Stacy say nine. I think nine is too little. Because you have to think, a 9 year old, were you left at home at 9 year old? Like, I'm talking about home alone. At nine. Can you hear me? Yeah. Melissa say I'm bad at this. Of course, you know, nobody's perfect. You know how you say you try something and you fail, you learn from it and you try again. If at first you don't succeed, pick yourself up and try again. You can bust it up and try again. Let's see, nine. I think nine. I think to leave a kid at home at nine is too little. It's so small. Nine. Think about it. A 9 year old. Nine, 10, 8. You know, nine is too small. You have to think if something happens, can the kid, I know some kids, they mature, they mature quick, but I think a nine is too little. But also, the law, for me, when I left, well, the first time I left my kid, even still, I think like it was maybe 15, 14, yeah. Because you want to know if the kid could at least provide, like, cook, like something heat up in the microwave. So I don't know. If somebody left their children 12. 12, yes. 12, 12 is way much better than, yes. Hello, Zevi, yeah. 12 is much better. Maribel, how you doing? Good morning. Yes, Maribel. 12 is much better than 9. Yes, it's much better than 9 because I think some, but 9 years old, nah. At least count. We're not talking about like 30 minutes. We're talking about like sometimes you gotta go work. Like we're talking about 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours. You know, nine is, and then sometimes some people leave the kids with another kid. It's like you live a kid with another kid, a 9 year old with a 7 year old. Again, I'm not judging. This is just a conversation, right? I would say 10 or 11. It believe. What would you say? 10 or 11? It believe. I don't know me. I'm from the. I'm not from here. I wasn't born here, but in like in Haiti or in other country in Africa or on other villages, I think younger because the kids have family around. But in the U.S. or in a country like the U.S., I think what would you say nine? I think nine is too small. To me, I take 10. Right? It depends on how smart. That's true. That's true. But there's some smart kids that know don't touch the fire. You do. It's true because you have some 14-year-old, 15 that don't even know how to turn on. Even if you tell them, "Can you turn off the fire?" You might find your food burned. That's true. Hmm? Mace, yeah, Mace, that's true. Some kids, they could be 14, 15. You left them alone. You say, "Can you turn off the fire?" Next thing you know, you find the food burn, right? So it depends. It's true. It depends. I think it depends on how mature. But 10, uh, I'm iffy about 10, 11. I think I'll go 12 and up. I'll go 12 and up. And it depends on how many. He said, that's just how old I was. Oh, let me see. How old you was? 10. Oh, you was left at 10? Yikes. That's too small. Mhm. So that means you were very smart. You knew what to do. You know to stay away from the oven. You know to stay away from anything. I know some kids they so protective of their parents. If you leave them home alone, they basically like they'll be the quietest person in the world when the parents not there. They watch their TV, they'll be the quietest just so they don't get the parents in trouble. Some kids they understand the assignment. They understand that the mom, the dad have to work, but some kids, bruh, oof, even if the parents home, right? So again, the funny thing I was hearing that today in the radio. Where some places they passing laws. They passing laws how old a kid could stay home. You know, how because some kids if their mind, I don't think they're mature enough. When the door, especially now, you have AI pretending to be, pretending to be people. So it depends. But nine, no, I would do nine. I wouldn't do nine. I wouldn't do eight. You know, again, like eight ball say, eight believe say, eight believe say 10, 11 because he used to stay at home at eight, at 10, 11. So it depends on how because we live in a society now. We have very mature. They look they 12, but they look 16. They look 17. So, but I think it's to which, if we go by the law, I think it's 12 and up. But if we go by, how mature the kid is, and again, some kids they understand their parents have to work, or the parents have to, have an emergency, and then they behave. They behave. But I would encourage anyone, even to leave a child under 10 or even, at home because it's not safe. But if you could have somebody, or a neighbor or friend to keep an eye, to keep an eye for you. So that's that's what I believe. Thank you guys. Yes, earlier I think what my first I just opened it. I'm like, okay, I heard that, so that's a good topic. And somebody said I'm so bad at this. It's okay. Who's perfect? Nobody's perfect in this world. I'm here to learn and grow. You know, like I'm here to learn. I think it's a good question. I hope you can hear me. Some people, nobody was born. Anybody you come in line or you see somebody doing live and you see they pro at it, you don't know how long they've been practicing. You don't know how long they've been doing this. So, everybody here ate ball, maze. I appreciate Maribel. I appreciate it. Y'all came in. Y'all like the screen. Y'all give me a thumbs up. Y'all appreciate y'all, y'all answer the question. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm learning. Like you say, tomorrow when I get professional or better at this, I remember. I remember Maze, Eight Believe, Maribel. Those were my first. Uh, Bay. Those are my first one that came in and give me a thumbs up or answer my question and give me the encouragement to keep going. Because at the end of the day, nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. I think the other time I was doing live on YouTube, I put my camera off. I think I was playing game. Then today I'm like, let me try. I'm in a car dealership. I'm waiting for my car. I'm waiting for my car to be tuned up. So I said, let me decide to do a live to ask that question. But then somebody come, Miss Melissa. Melissa, she's coming and telling me I'm stuck at this. You know, beautiful Monday. The first thing somebody come and tell you, you suck at this. Yes. And she's a professional. I wish she could teach me. Melissa, you still here? You should teach me, boo boo. Teach me how not be stuck at it. You know? So you gotta have courage to stand in front of your phone camera to talk. Teach me how not to be stuck at this. You know, I would appreciate it. But thank you guys. How y'all doing? Good morning. How was your weekend? You believe how old should a kid stay home? Let me see. Me, um, I think when I first got into the USA, I was 12. I don't think I was left to home alone at 12. I think I was left. I don't think I was left home alone. Even when the first time I was left, when the first time I was left home alone, I was scared. Every little noise, every little noise you hear, you wanna investigate, right? You hear a little noise. So imagine, I think I was like over, probably like 15, when I was like basically home by myself. Every little noise, I'll be investigating. You know, I was just trying to find out where's that noise come from. So again, if you live in an apartment, if you live in a house, everywhere, apartment have pros and cons. A house have a pros and cons. It depends. It's funny. I'm not really good at this, like Melissa said, because again, I can't tell if somebody hear me. If you can hear me, I can't tell if you could hear me or not. I wish since I'm in the car dealership, I wish let me walk around. Maybe I wanna see cars. So far nobody answering. I have like four people that answer the question. You know, anybody that know answer the question? How okay? How old were you? How about this? How old were you when you were left alone? How old were you when you were left home alone? If you can remember, I said maybe by 15. I'm not asking how old are you, okay? So you don't ask me how old I am, okay? I'm blessed. My age is BLESSING, blessed. Okay. Yes. How old were you? You could hear me? If you could hear me, let me know how old were you when you were left alone. Six, 11, or four. Oh, Sadie, 11. How was it? How was it for you? Were you scared? At least say hi. Hi, E. How are you? How was it, Sadie? Was you scared? Were you like me? Every little noise you go, you want to check? I would hear a noise, I go check. Huh? But it was exciting at the same time, You could eat junk food, or you would go eat, leave the food and go eat chips. So it was exciting and scary at the same time. What was the experience? You remember, Sadie? The experience? The first time you was left alone, home alone, home alone. You see, like the movie Home Alone. The movie they play every Christmas. Every Christmas they play Home Alone. When he was left by himself, what did he do? Well, he explored. He's like all these people in his house been getting on the nerve, making noise. So, but at the end, he was happy. He was happy to be home alone, but he was still scared. So imagine him. He's happy, and then after that, so that's the same thing. When you first time you home alone, you're excited, you're happy, yeah. But then the real when you really think about it, you be like, oh boy, you start being you get scared. But again, some parents they leave kids alone and they check on them. They check on them every hour or every 2 hours. They check on them. You know. So 11. Say this say 11 or 14. That's 14 is not bad. 14 is again 14. You have man, if you're from the island, there's kids at 14 that cook. No, they cook for the whole family. They do the whole they cook for the whole family. They do a whole 2 weeks of laundry. You know, so just think about it. But the law, I think 9, 10. I think that's not mature enough. It's not mature enough. So thank you guys for coming in, Sadie. Thank you for answering the question. Thank you. Right now, I'm ready for my car service. For my car to get service. So, and then I was listening to this conversation about how old you can leave kids at home. So, that's a good topic. You know, that's just a good topic because, like I said, I remember the first time when I was left alone. Now, as an adult, I don't mind being, I don't mind being in the house alone. It's a totally difference. You know? I don't mind being in the house alone now. Mm-mm. Now, when you alone, it's peace. You know, it don't matter you hear. It's like it don't matter you hear all the vein in your head. You could hear them flow. You could hear the blood flow. It don't matter. It's good. But as a kid, yeah, 14, 12. But then I think where I'm at, in the state that I'm at, I was hearing this. Um, for it to be legal, you have to be like 12. You have to be 12. No, 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 no 9, no 8. 12, 12 years old or up. Mhm. It doesn't work that way. The guy is telling you door open. It don't work like that. You gotta push the door, push the door. Mhm. Man, it's, I would love to go outside and show you different cars. I don't know, but then it's too hot. If you leave a kid 9 and then like you hey, some people leave their kids 9 years old and then they leave them with a smaller like a 8, like a 7-year old boy. You know, I have a friend of mine like her son are older and she still won't leave them. She still won't leave them by themselves because she'll be getting calls left and right. They be fighting. Boys, is it safer to leave a boy by himself than two boys by themselves? To leave two boys by themselves or two girls? I don't know which one is better. Leave a boy by himself or a girl? How old? How old were you by yourself? Were you ever leave by yourself? Your parents left you by yourself? E. Say hi to E. Sandy. Hello. What is God was one of us. That's God, that's how that's why that's God one of us. Celebrate you. Yeah, yeah, God is great. Yeah, yeah, God is good. I need to go check outside. Hmm, see how hot it is. Mhm. It's only 2 minutes. Is it 2 minutes? And my car will be ready. Right. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no. Oh no. Till the night within, I will keep my life in you. You take control. It's, it's so hot. Don't leave your kid outside in the hot. It's so hot. I don't want to go outside. I don't want to go outside. Guess how hot it is. Guess the guess how hot. It's so hot. You could cook an egg. It's so hot. I want to go outside and show your cars, but it's too hot. I'm gonna stop us tonight. Bailamos. And the rhythm take you up, bailamos. Te quiero, mami, te quiero. Whoa, tonight we dance. Whoa, like no tomorrow. It's trying to go in the front. It's too hot. Baby, baby. But they are like so hot. It's hot.
Yeah, I'm organized. Rob, you want to just go with Sam? Yeah. No, this is the new uniform, don't
Hey, hey, hey. I look into buy cars. If y'all don't want to answer the question, y'all gonna go check cars with me. Baby, it is so hot. Y'all like Nissan cars? Range Rovers? Like this car? You wanna buy this car? Oh, nice, right? I think I have to go inside. I can't really see if y'all asking questions. Boom, 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 boom. Like, oh, that I swear that car. I thought that car was a Lexus. I swear I thought that car was a Lexus. Hey, how you doing? We're good, and you?
looking for another car?
No, bro.
Come on, you looking for another car? I
No,
see you taking pictures.
no, no,
Yeah.
no, no, boo. Okay.
You walking around
Yeah,
service?
not too long, bro, because it's hot. I swear, I thought that car was a Lexus.
Have Lexus, got Lexus right there.
Yeah, yeah, Lexus not from my pocket. The way gas is, I can't buy no big car like this. That car is too big. Gas 2022. Look at that. Infinity and beyond. Like, big ass car. Resume to normal sleep. Let's this. Nice, right? Look at that. I like the front. Look, look at that legs. Ah! I wonder how much is this Lexus is. Just how much this Lexus is. 2023. Mhm. Lexus RX 350. I can even see the price. See, if I can't see the price, I mean it's an arm and a leg. Y'all not extreme question. Look at the front. I like the front of the car. Ooh, 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 ooh. It's too hot. We're going back inside. Y'all don't want to answer the question? Eh? Y'all don't want to buy a car? Uh. I like that tire. I like those tires. You like those car tires?
have to be taken care of. It will be the torque mount, because it's your engine. It will be also for the throttle chamber. So really, there's four things. You can hold up to the full length if you want, but all it will brakes.
Hello.
I gotta promise you that I'm not gonna take the car. I don't need to go farther. Let me rephrase that. Grandfather.
Mm-mm. Oh, I never see an electrical Nissan like Tesla. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna get it. Let's, yeah.
It's so hot. Mm-mm.
Sir, thank you. You okay? What do we need? We need a rack. Mi oración que me llevaba a transporte a la casa de 5 minutos.